say welcome. It's the 12th of March. It is our first Monday night team call, and I'm thrilled that all of you could join us. And I love seeing these new faces. I know Sierra's new, and I know Erica's new, and Melissa's new, and Rhonda just finished her 2000 plus. Everybody give her a hand. Yay, Rhonda!
Woo!
So proud of you.
And I'd love to introduce Erica. I don't know if I've introduced her yet to the
Oh,
team.
no, I don't think anybody knows her except for me.
Yay, good.
That'd be
Okay,
awesome.
this is my new team member, Erica, and she's an awesome yoga instructor and super fun. So welcome, Erica.
Thank you. Welcome, Erica. And Amy, I don't know if you want to invite or introduce Sierra. She's not, I don't actually see her.
Yeah, no, I would love to. So Sierra and I have been friends for several years. We went to college together freshman year. Now she's an elementary school teacher. She's got one beautiful little girl, Adeline, and then her husband, Kai. And so she just joined 3 weeks ago or so. She's super close to hitting her HLP, and I'm just really excited to see what she's going to do with this business.
Fantastic. So excited. Well, welcome everybody. There's a couple things that I wanted to talk about, and I just want to say that we're going to need to jump off about 8:25 because we have another event starting right at 8:30, and it's on a different Zoom. So I can't leave this Zoom and go to the new Zoom because you guys are all going to get kicked off. So we're just going to end at 8:25. And then I just wanted to find out from you guys if you just have any. So for the moving forward with our events, I think it's best to build in a little bit of extra time in between our calls, just because, you know, bathroom breaks, which are sometimes important and necessary. And then also just so that we can make sure that we have enough time to finish for the speakers on our team call to share. So do you guys think 8:45 or 9? We're doing Eastern time. Sorry, guys, just for the sake of simplicity. So 8:45 to start our One Simple Change and Join Our Mission events, or should we wait and just do it on half hour and do it at 9 p.m.? So if you guys just want to put your input into the chat box, and that way I'll just go with majority rules. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to know.
Ask a question on that. Is it not doable to do the end at the 8:25 and then, or 5:25 our time, and then start at the half hour?
I mean, like next week, Amy's going to be sharing about Instagram, and I worry that she's not going to have time to finish to tell us everything that she learned in her call, and I think sometimes we might have, we could start at 7:45. We could start, I don't know if we started 15 minutes earlier than what we're doing right now.
Okay.
It probably won't take me that long to share, but at the same time, I don't want to say that and then accidentally go over. So totally up to you. I'm fine either way.
Okay. Well, I got one vote for 9. So just go ahead and tell me what you think. We'll make it work, and we'll totally just play with it, and we'll make it work. We can be flexible. So, okay. Okay, well, what I wanted to share about, or wanted to have you guys hear about today, is Shannon Hall. She just got a tower garden in a really fun way, and she worked really hard on it. And so I want her to share her tower garden story. And then I also wanted to share another tower garden resource that I just learned about with you guys. So go ahead, Shannon, and take it away.
Okay, so this has all been kind of a learning curve for me, but long story short, I originally thought I had a tower garden at my son's school, and then they decided they were going to do construction, and they said we just don't have the room for it. And so what I did was, originally I had gone to the Elks. I filled out some grant information on the Tower Talk page, and was denied a couple of times, no big deal. And so I decided to go local. And so I reached out to my local Elks Club. And if you Google like your city or a big city nearby with the Elks, you might be able to find one close to you. They've got chapters all over the country. But I reached out to them, and they were very excited. So immediately they said, okay, well, if we can't put it at the school you originally decided, yes, absolutely, let's go somewhere else. So I reached out to a local orphanage. Because I mean, what better place to put a tower garden than at a place where, you know, these kids can grow their own food, they get to eat what they made, they'll get pride in that. So I reached out, and the guy actually told me no. But a person who works there was like, oh no, we're gonna do this. So she pulled the remaining
Can you bring
funds
me my wallet, please?
between her and another staff member. So the Elks funded $800 towards it, and then these 2 staff members split the remaining cost. So I called the Tower Garden hotline and asked them what to do. And in case you are trying to do this, I'll go ahead and share with you real quick. What you need to do is get, first, the donator needs an order form, and they will need a purchase order. And the place that you are going to put the tower, the school or whatever after school program, they will form the purchase order for you. And then you send the purchase order to the donator. And the really big thing here is, do not place the order on your website. Do not call the order in. You have to fax the order in. And I found all of this in the virtual office under resources. But I was really excited because I was thinking big, like grants. And what I've learned is really the way to go is local. Because all I did was tell the Elks, you know, hey, if we do this, how about I contact our local tiny paper, and I'll tell them what you're doing, and then we can try and see if we can get the school featured and get you featured. And so they were really excited because they want the publicity, and then the school wants the Tower Garden. And so the 3 of us coming together, we're able to pull it so it really benefits all of us. I get the sale, the school gets the Tower Garden, the Elks get the publicity, and everybody's happy. So when you're thinking about a Tower Garden for school, just maybe think more local and not so wide. I've had a little more luck with the local companies. Like, I know you guys are all over the place, but like for us, it would be Graders or some kind of chili place or something like that. They love having their name put on that Tower Garden so everybody can see. So it's been super fun. I can't wait to get it into the orphanage though, and the kids are really excited.
Awesome. So thank you so much for sharing that. So I love that because I do feel like, you know, local businesses do really like to partner with to get good press when it comes to donating to schools and things like that. And I know that I've heard of, you know, people doing fundraisers with local businesses surrounding schools to get Tower Gardens in, you know, where they just literally go door to door to businesses and say, hey, we're raising money to get, this is what we're raising money for, and, you know, would you donate? And they're able to fundraise for Tower Gardens. And so that just brings me to this quick little resource that I have for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay, so this website, you guys, is called teachlearngrowtg.com. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of it before or seen it, but teachlearngrowtg.com. And what I love about this is, first of all, it's got tons of information for schools. You could send it to schools with some notes. So it's got a video, and then it's got, you know, just easy access to lesson plans. And hold on, let me move us out of the way. It's blocking me. Okay. So if you go up here, there's like all of these pull down menus. Okay. So you can send them to this Tower Garden and they can talk, they can see, you know, learn more about the Tower Garden. They can learn about the school bundle options. They can learn about, you know, what it costs to maintain a Tower Garden. So all of this information is right there for you. But some really great resources right here are under funding. So this talks about donations and PTO fundraising. So this is just like what Shannon was just sharing with us. But then in addition to that, there's a link here for some grants. So if you guys, I know that we get questions all the time, like, does anybody know what grants people can apply or schools can apply to? They're all listed right here. Okay. So I've heard good things about the Whole Kids Foundation. You know, I think that all of these have success. Grants do take a little bit longer to process. And interestingly enough, when we went to corporate just a couple weeks ago, we spoke with the Tower Garden people, and they really highly recommended that we as reps don't write the grants for the Tower Garden, that there are grant writing people who work for school districts, and if you can get them involved and get them to write those grants, it just saves us some time so we can stay focused on our business and not be, you know, rolling all of our time into one Tower Garden sale when we can be affecting much more people if we're not doing that. But then there is a grant proposal template here, so you can actually share that with the teachers. If the teacher wanted to write his or her own grant, they could do it that way. And I know, just speaking for my husband's an elementary school teacher. They have 3 Tower Gardens in their school. That one of them, when the Tower Garden first came out, I donated that Tower Garden. So I paid for it, and I gave it to the school. The second one, a parent actually saw Jesse, my husband. They actually use the Tower Garden. They grow the produce, and then they sell it at the farmer's market. They have a soil garden as well. So they sell their produce at the farmer's market in order to make, you know, to earn money for continued garden projects. So he saw Jesse doing that economics lesson, and he was so impressed that he actually donated a second Tower Garden to our school. And the third Tower Garden, Jesse just applied to the PTO to get, and they bought the whole Tower Garden with the lights and everything as part of their STEM program. So STEM is definitely a buzzword in education, and the Tower Garden fits right into that. And so anyway, it's just really fun to have them in schools. The kids absolutely love them. And I'll just tell you that those kindergartners and first graders, when they do the salad parties, they go up for seconds and thirds and fourths of that salad that they grew themselves. And the parents who are there volunteering to help with those salad parties, you know, over every single time, they're like, my kid has never eaten salad before. What is happening? And this is his third bowl. And it's because they grow them themselves. So anyways, I just want to encourage you to just, you know, now is a great time to be talking to schools. You know, obviously now is a great time to be talking to everybody about the Tower Garden. But I wanted to make sure that you guys had those resources. So as you're talking to people about Tower Garden, that you can have those to connect it to. Okay, so any questions while we take a little break about that? Oh, obviously we're very, very thorough on that. Okay, well, the other thing that I wanted to talk about with you guys today is, I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen, is just a couple of things that are on mission-driven model that I want to make sure that you guys know about, because you know that Julie's always working and trying to make mission-driven model better, and we love mission-driven model, and there's tons and tons of great information here, but sometimes it's easy to kind of get lost and not be able to keep up. So the first thing, I just really kind of wanted to talk a little bit about customer care, because customer care is super, super important. And, you know, sometimes we are really dug in with you while you're doing your 2,000 plus. And then, you know, sometimes that customer care training piece isn't as, we're not as locked arms as we could be. So I want to make sure that you guys know how we give customer care. And the reason why I thought of this is because in our local chat today, 2 people were just sharing some of the text messages that they were sharing with their customers in order to engage them. And so I'm going to just show you right here. So this is the homepage of Mission Driven Model, and this is the Building Your Customer Base. Actually, this is the one. Create the best customer experience. And we're going to go to how to do customer care. So I don't know if you guys have seen this before. If you have, awesome. It'll just be a review. If you haven't seen it, now you're seeing it. So you want to make sure that you are using it. So, okay, literally this walks you through day 1 to day 120, what you should be doing with your customers, or can be doing with your customers in the first 4 months, okay? So it's talking you through what to do on the day that you sign them up. The first week, you're gonna get those virtual tracking emails. You get 3 of those virtual tracking emails, which tell you, you know, you wanna call your customer, make sure they receive their Juice Plus, make sure that they opened it, that they're taking it, that they know how to take it. You wanna call them 30 days in and make sure that they're, you know, in the habit and taking it regularly. And then you want to, so I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is the first week, okay? So 10 days in, you're going to call them. You can go ahead and just download, just right click and save these JPEG images and text it to your customer. and then ask them, did you receive it? How are they taking it? I like to ask people how they're taking it because it tells me if they're taking it at all or if they're taking the right amount. I've had adults who only take one of each chewable or one of each capsules because they don't know what the full amount is for some reason. So I love these two little images right here that tells you the capsules and the chewables. If you're an adult, how should you take them? Okay. Day 30, you're going to just make sure that they're being consistent and they're making it a habit. And then you want to send them a video to reinforce the why behind why they decided to take Juice Plus in the first place. Okay. So here's some more great images. I love this one. Hey girl, keep drinking them shakes. You're doing great. I love him. He's so cute. So anyway, so you can pick any of these and, use them or make your own, whatever. Day 60, again, you want to see if they're noticing any changes. They're 2 months in. Maybe they're noticing something, maybe they're not. But you just want to keep encouraging them and keep in contact. You want to, think about inviting them to an event of some type. Salad in a Jar party or a wine and wellness or a doctor lecture that's coming to town. You can also do the Juice Plus Experience Survey. I love to do the survey with my customers. You can do it anytime between day 60 and 90, or really day 60 and 120. But this survey is just an easy way to ask some really great questions on what their experience is. And a lot of times, people's Juice Plus experience is subtle and they don't necessarily attribute it to Juice Plus. And so if we're not connecting the dots, helping them to connect the dots, they might not necessarily realize that they actually are having a Juice Plus experience. So this survey just really is an easy way. And, it depends on who the person that I'm talking to is. Sometimes I'll ask these questions really conversationally. Sometimes I'll say, hey, it's time to do your survey. I want to find out about your experience. Do you mind getting on the phone with me for about 10 or 15 minutes so we can go through it? So depending on, what my relationship is with that person is how I'm going to ask them these questions. But usually people are pretty open about doing it. I tend not to just email the survey to them and have them email it back to me because it doesn't really create very much conversation there. Here's what I love about the survey. When you're talking with someone through the survey and they're saying, yes, I am experiencing that. Yes, I am experiencing that. Then you can ask the question, who have you told about this? And if they say, oh, I told my sister about it, I told my mom about it, or I told, whoever it might be, that's a perfect opportunity to say, oh my gosh, you're doing exactly what I'm doing. I have no idea if you could get as excited about this as I did, but I absolutely love sharing Juice Plus with people and seeing their health change. And, I don't know if you'd be open to it, but I'd love to share a little bit with you about what I do. And the only way you're going to be able to have that conversation is if you're actually talking with your customers and talking about what their experiences have been. And the thing is that, a lot of times, especially when people are new, we can be a little bit shy or afraid to contact our customers because we're afraid that they're not having a result, or they're not, not happy with Juice Plus, or, they're not taking it, or they're going to cancel. If we talk to them, then, they're just going to cancel. Well, guess what? That's what every other salesperson does. They sell you something and then you never hear from them again. And that's not who we are as a Juice Plus community. We are different than that because we provide that customer experience. We're locking arms with our customers to make sure that they are having an experience, that they are making simple changes alongside their Juice Plus, that they're understanding and getting the education that makes our community so incredible. So do not be afraid to contact your customers. In fact, get excited about talking to your customers. And if you're excited about talking to them, they're going to be excited about talking to you. And if they're excited about talking to you, they're probably going to want to spend a little bit more time with you and maybe end up wanting to even, join our mission and be part of your team. You just never know. But the only way you can do that is if you actually spend some time getting to know them and making sure that you know what their experience has been. So that is this customer care sheet. I just love it. Here's some more images about the products, like when they're ready to reship. Always contact your customers. The number one reason why people cancel is because they're overstocked. So don't let your customers get overstocked. Don't let their shipments go out without letting them know. And then what if somebody does want to cancel? Sometimes that does happen where people want to cancel. Well, it's really awesome to go through these questions with them, and just find out, if it's a money issue, maybe they are loving their Juice Plus, but they just really had something catastrophic. Well, guess what? We can offer them the business. We have an awesome opportunity to really grow your finances through our Juice Plus virtual franchise. Maybe they think they're not having a result, but maybe they haven't been taking their Juice Plus. That's a perfect opportunity for us to give them a little bit more education, reinforce the reason why they said yes in the first place, and ask them to, try and make Juice Plus a consistent part of their daily routine, and then say that you're going to check back. I want to check back in a month and see how you're doing. And then, you can delay that order instead of canceling that order and continue to provide that customer care. Okay. We've got about 2. So there's more here. There's tons on this page. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys know about that customer care. And then there's one more thing that I wanted to show you. We have like 2 more minutes, but this is relatively new, and I don't even know if you guys know what it is. So under building your customer base, there's this little tab that says, what do you say? Okay, you guys, this is awesome. Julie just put it together. It really is a multi-page document about what to say if it's a close person, an acquaintance, someone who's health conscious, or a fitness professional, someone with health challenges, a busy mom, someone you're reconnecting with from the past. All of this is rewritten in a way that is very conversational. Okay, so I just want to make sure, as we are promoting these events, that you're inviting in a really engaging way, in a way that makes people want to attend the events that you're inviting them to. So I want to make sure that you know about this document so you can take some time and read through it on your own, but that is under building your customer base. What do you say? All right. Any questions? All right. Well, you guys are a quiet bunch tonight. Okay. Let me see what I'm hearing. I'm sorry, I'm reading through your comments. And you haven't seen the what do you say yet. Okay, awesome. Okay, so yeah, it is nice for them to just be an hour, or yes, be an hour. Okay, well, we'll just do our best to keep our team calls to 25 minutes and see how that works. And, if it seems like it's not working for whatever reason, then we'll just reevaluate. Does that sound good? Okay, you guys, conference is coming up in like, I don't know, 62 days. I just made that number up. It's coming up soon. So, if you haven't made your plans, make your plans to be with us in Phoenix. It's going to be awesome. Super fun time. April reserved us a room block, but I think that the rooms are going fast. So if you haven't reserved your room yet, do that. And if you have a free conference ticket, make sure that you're calling distributor support so that you can claim that. And is there anything else I'm forgetting? All right, come on over to the Freedom. What?
Thanks so much. We'll see you in a second.
How fast did I talk? I mean, I'm like, my mouth is so dry.
It was fast, but it was getting business done in a flash.
Okay, I like it. Okay, well, we're gonna meet on the Freedom Revolution. It's a different Zoom line. Do you guys have that Zoom line, or do you want me to give it to you?
It's in the broadcast.
It's in the broadcast. Okay, yes. So I have to look it up for myself too. So I will just look it up for all of you guys right now. It is 630-902-210. Okay, so come on over to the Freedom Revolution, and Julie Krause and I will be doing that. Unfortunately, Amanda's not able to join us, but we're going to cover for her, and it's going to be awesome. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.